What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense, and Shannon Sharpe is getting exposed again. Like the video's intro plays, we have a lot to get into.
Was listening to Make It Make Sense. Shout out to Make It Make Sense.
It makes sense.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
This made sense.
Make it make sense. You know what was up.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
You're not watching me walk away. You watching who?
Okay, guys, so Michelle, the original woman who was suing Shannon for allegedly violating her, we'll say, has come out with new information involving a child that nobody knew Shannon Sharpe had. It says, data 4, Shannon Sharpe has a love child that he's kept secret for fans for years. Ex-girlfriend claims an abuse lawsuit. She is throwing everything at him. And quite frankly, Shannon, after the whole race play thing and the settlement with the woman who he claimed was trying to extort him, is in need of some good press, and this ain't it. So I'll let you guys decide after we get into the article whether you think he's a deadbeat or what. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you are not new, definitely hit that like button. Sharing also helps. It says in court filings exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, Sharpe's ex Michelle Evans claimed that the former ESPN star has a fourth child whom he has never publicly acknowledged. Michelle, I would assume, has a relationship with the Sun because now she's done several exclusives with them. This is one of his daughters, very pretty. It says the U.S. Sun has also separately obtained the original paternity case for Shannon's now adult child who was born in 1993. I think he has 3 different children by 3 different women, and 2 of them were born in the same year. And now we got a 4th. According to Evans' filing in her lawsuit, she claims Sharpe has a documented history of deception and concealment, particularly when it comes to truth that might tarnish his public image. The NFL star's ex-girlfriend, who claimed to have dated Sharpe for nearly 10 years from 2002 to 2010, continued at his Pro Football Hall of Fame induction speech. Mr. Sharpe publicly thanked his 3 children, telling them they had to make sacrifices that other kids did not.
Here without my family. To my 3 kids, Kayla, Kiara, and Kaylee, thanks for understanding when I promised to take you to the movies or the amusement park or to the mall. But because I'd run myself into the ground or lifted myself into oblivion earlier that day, I didn't do what I'd promised to do the night before. Thank you for making all those sacrifices that other kids never had to make so your dad could live out his dream. Katie, thanks for your love and support.
Okay, let's continue. Mr. Sharpe has a 4th child, a daughter whom he has long denied. Imagine being the 4th kid and your dad is having this huge moment and he only acknowledges the other 3. She was not mentioned in his speech, nor has she been publicly embraced by him, despite her evident sacrifices and absence from his carefully curated narrative. This deliberate omission reflects more than personal failing. It reveals a pattern of exclusion and obfuscation to serve as image, even when that narrative distorts reality and causes harm. In her filing, Evans is alleging Sharpe's apparent muddying of the truth also shows he may be doing some of the same when he has claimed he does not have the evidence she has requested in her suit against him. You guys will remember, after he did the settlement, Michelle's lawyer said he cannot take the tape that he allegedly made with the Jane Doe and get rid of it. Like, usually when you do a settlement, you're supposed to give all the documents and all proof and evidence is either given to the person who you settled with or destroyed. Michelle said, we're keeping all this for my court case. And now she's thrown, I'm telling you, the deadbeat dad thing is something you can't shake. The race play is something you can't shake. Such behavior is entirely consistent with his current refusal to acknowledge possession or control of video evidence that has already been publicly referenced in legal filings, press statements, and even his own words, she wrote, referring to a tape between Sharpe and a woman who sued him for R-word in a Las Vegas lawsuit, which has since been settled. A party who omits his own child from public acknowledgement while standing on the largest stages of his career cannot reasonably be presumed to act with forthrightfulness when it comes to litigation and the preservation of damaging evidence. In exhibits she shared with the court, Evans included Sharpe's Hall of Fame speech in which he thanked 3 of his children. In the speech given at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Ohio 2011, Sharpe said, "Someone once said other things may change, but we start and end with family." Now, it is interesting. He has made claims that he's a horrible father, but he's always uplifting his brother, who was also a star, and his grandmother, who was really like central in raising him. But he has consistently acknowledged he's not a great dad. Let's take this off. In his own words,
it drove me crazy because all I thought about was football. That's all I thought about. How could I get better? Some kid is in high school want my job. Some kid in college want my job.
Right.
I obsessed from the time I was about 11 or 12 when I really thought about going to the NFL. That's all I thought about. It consumed me. And I ruined relationships. No question about it, Ocho. I should have been married. No question in my mind.
There we go. We getting somewhere now.
I could have been. I'll be the first to admit I was a terrible parent. I was. Because I was so it drove me crazy because all I thought about was football.
So he has consistently admitted that he was not a good dad. Let's go back. And we already went over his thanking his 3 kids. Thank you for making all those sacrifices the other kids never had to make so your dad could live out his dream. Kayla's 32 years old. Shannon's son, Kiari, is 32, and his daughter is 30. Let's see. How old would you be if you were born in 1993? Wait. It said that the kid was born in 1993. I think it's a girl. Let's see. The original paternity case for Shannon's now adult child who was born in 1993. That would make her 32 years old, along with the other 2 children that he has that are 32 years old. Imagine you are the 3rd child born in a year, which means you couldn't keep it in your pants. You're a football star. Now you got the money. You can't keep it in your pants. And you have 3 children that same year. How do you pick the one that you are going to publicly shun? That is horrible. I had not even done the math initially. Let's see. Each of Sharpe's children is from a different mother, and the former First Take star has only publicly acknowledged his son Kiara's mother, Erica Evans, in an X post in celebration of his son's graduation. In the 4th child's paternity case against Sharpe, in which a judgment was ordered in 1997, the former NFL star agreed to waive his rights to visitation, which was a move unlike that in his other 3 paternity cases. Let me say this much. If you have a parent who does not want to be a parent, it's often best not to make them be in that child's life. The child is usually better off in a situation where they can be like loved and not feel like they are a burden. So you pay your child support, and hopefully the child finds, hopefully the child's mother and or stepfather or whomever, a grandmother, grandfather who's in the life can provide the love that Shannon Sharpe definitely wasn't going to give the kid, because he just said he wasn't a great father to the 3 children he claims. Let me see. The final judgment and decree outline that Sharpe acknowledges that he is the biological father of the child who was born in 1993, and he specifically acknowledges paternity of said child. Plaintiff, the mother, shall have sole custody and control of the minor child. Defendant shall have no visitation rights with the minor child. Sharpe agreed to various financial support arrangements for the child while waiving his rights to any visitation. The NFL star was, however, granted visitation rights with his other 3 children. In the former ESPN star's 3 other paternity cases, Sharpe was granted visitations along with his financial support obligations. The U.S. Sun has chosen not to reveal Sharpe's 4-child identity, and she declined to comment when reached. A representative of Sharpe responded to U.S. Sun's request for comment. This is a sealed 28-year-old personal family court matter and remains entirely confidential. The Sun is creating a story where none exists. I don't agree with that. I think the Sun is shedding light on someone who has been less than a great human being. We have multiple allegations of sexual assault. We now know that you just basically gave up your kid because you didn't want to do anything, and the kids that you did have, you didn't do anything with them either, other than provide some financial support. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people who don't have custody and don't even do the support. So I guess the support is something, but the bigger picture is character, and that's what this is speaking to. You know, people be trying to warn Shannon. Like the video as the video plays.
Is the older women trying to shame older men into picking them? Because see, not the competition. Older women ain't the competition with older women. It's them young ones.
Right.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches, and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Right.
It's them young ones that coming.
Yeah.
That'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent. Pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself.
And they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
By yourself.
And that's the truth of the matter.
Them old young ones coming with it. They coming with it. Though.
The young ones is coming with it and taking what you got. That girl says she is retired from OF. So anyway, guys, put in the comments how you feel about this. I mean, now knowing what I know about Shannon, I'm not surprised that he would have 3 children in 1 year and then choose to shun one of them. But, you know, it seems like he paid his financial obligations. And like I said, there's a lot more than a lot of other people do. So we'll see. But I'll definitely be back. I have some Kanye. I have some stuff to talk about. Ray J. I have some. I'll leave that for tomorrow. Anyway, like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will see you guys later.